Hey everyone, I wanted to give you a quick update here because there's a lot of things I've been trying to get done. There's a lot of projects, a lot of things I've got my hands in that I'm trying to make progress on, but there's been a lack of free time because there's been a lot more necessity for me to bring in more hours at work. That will change shortly, but there's been a lot of things I've been trying to get done, but I just haven't had the energy and the time to do it when I'm not at work. And I've put a few things behind schedule further than I wanted to, but I will mention that basically the Forever Cinematic stuff, I am working on the editing of my review for The Usual Suspects. I think I'm a little less than halfway through, and it's being very intensive in putting a lot of footage into the review because it's another one of those like 20-minute reviews because there's a lot of stuff to go into that film that I very much love. But there's a lot of content that I'm trying to edit into the whole thing, so it's being very laborious in trying to get it done. And I hope to have gotten it out to you by this point, but it's just, like I said, time and energy have not been abundant to get me going further on that when, you gotta have some time to relax for yourself and not just be workhorse 24/7. So that's the odd thing, is like when you get in that lackadaisical mode, you just kind of stay there. So that's trying to wrap myself back up. But I was up a little later than I probably should have been last night, and it's taking a little bit out of me this morning. And there's other things. I'm not going to have another day off until Friday, so it's running around in circles like this. But we're going to see what I can finish in the near future. And speaking of things I wanted to get done, I think I mentioned earlier in the year that because there's a new Transformers movie that's coming out this week, I wanted to do a review of the original 1986 animated film, which has been one of my favorite movies since it came out. 28 years ago is way too long. I wanted to do a review of it prior to the release of the movie, but it just seems like I'm not going to have the time to be able to do it, and that sucks. And because I'm going to have Transformers Age of Extinction coming out this week, and next week I want to see the horror movie Deliver Us from Evil, so I'm going to have a lot more time off next week, so hopefully that will result in things moving forward at a faster pace. But that's not going to be until after this coming weekend, so it's going to be a long way to go. And I wanted to get this review done. I did a written review for it like a year and a half ago, so there's that. But I just wanted to do that video review to just kind of get that segue going, just do something about that, whatever it is, because it might be a little tough watching the new movie because it's over 2.5 hours long. It might be like 2 hours 46 minutes, so it's gonna be long as shit. And man, it's just gonna be tough to get through that movie. I'm gonna be out. I don't know what the heck it's gonna work out for my schedule because I'm working that Thursday morning, and the thing is not until 9 p.m. So I'm not gonna be getting home at all until like midnight, so it's gonna be a little tough to figure out how I'm gonna go around and everything. But pushing that aside, that's basically what's coming up with the movie review stuff, which I keep looking over there. I don't know why I keep doing that, but fuck that. I got a script in development. It's very close to being done. It's something that is like, I had written a full script or something last year for a short film, about 20 some odd pages or whatever, and it was a little more than I could deal with at the time, so I figured I'd write a smaller script that'd be kind of like a segue, kind of a sort of a prologue type of thing to that, which is his own story, but it's a much smaller type of thing. It's like 3 scenes, 4 people in the cast, and that's it. So it'd be a lot easier to do, and I already know exactly how I'm going to shoot this, where I'm going to shoot it. It's completely available type of stuff, no weird location stuff. So once I solidify the last couple of details and do a little trimming up and various things, just polish up things in the script, they'll be ready to go, and hopefully it'll be going somewhere sooner than later, but we'll see how things progress. It's another dramatic thriller type of script and everything, kind of dark subject matter, but it's finally something with a hero that's a real type of hero. It's not something with like a emotional traumatized baggage or someone with a psychological twisted disorder or something. It's very much a straight up type of hero in that sense. So I'm really kind of excited about that I can really explore a much more positive type of character in that regard and everything. But it's still very, very heavy drama and everything, stuff like that. So it's gonna have a nice mix of various things, but no action sequences. But hopefully the quality of the characters will invest people and just get you there. So that probably will be like a 10-minute short film. Really easy to do once we get things moving forward. I've got at least one person in mind for the lead character. Everyone else I've just not thought about casting whatsoever. So I write the thing and then figure out who I want for things afterwards, because there's always that thing in the scripting stage. I'll start thinking about, well, who do I have available that I can put in this part? And I get to the point where it's like, I don't know who fits, no one really fits, and it kind of takes the piss out of the whole experience of writing the thing. So try and focus on writing it the way I want to and find the characters, and maybe just hand it over to an actor who can take more and develop more out of the character than what's just on the page. Really kind of flesh it out and make their own sort of details with the character shine and everything. So, which worked fantastically on Dead of Night. So, same type of concept and sorts. But there's I haven't been able to reconnect with HEMI for quite a while since I did the last live show or whatnot. And again, scheduling everything, and they're in their studio recordings going forward and everything. There's a lot of stuff going on, so I'm not quite as in touch as I usually am, but hopefully it'll work itself out sooner than later. And that's pretty much all I got with HEMI. No progress on the DVD. I'm still waiting for Trent. If you're watching this, Trent, watch that damn interview segment thing that I cut together and let me know what you think about it, so I can get this DVD finished and sent out. We can start making some money off of it. It's like a half-hour interview segment, and he hasn't watched it yet to tell me what the hell he thinks of it. So everything else is pretty much ready to go, just waiting on that. So nothing else really comes to mind. There's always buying a couple. I'm gonna curb a couple of spending habits in the near future, since the hours at work are going to go down, so less income. But hopefully I'm trying to promote the production services for video editing, actor reels, live performance videography, or even web design, for very reasonable prices, and willing to negotiate in certain instances. So if you've got any projects that fit those criteria, give me a holler, and we'll figure out what works. So as always, I'm always saying there's never a bad time to do a new actor reel, especially if there's summer. There's a lot of new acting opportunities for people. So wherever you are, I'll do a reel for you. Doesn't matter. You don't have to be Chicago. You can do everything via internet. Just send the files over through Dropbox or Google Drive and just share some emails. That's pretty much how I've done all of them, so it works. So I'll throw some links below if you want to check out some of the actor reels I've done. There's a link to the Vimeo album and everything to watch all those, and various other things. You can hit up the RavensFilm Services channel to see the live performance of videography I've been doing, especially in full 1080p HD. You can check that out and see what you like. Everyone's been very, very pleased with what I've done with that, so I'm glad to get the HD upgrade in that, even though the doesn't do as quite as well as a little light. The enhanced resolution and everything really, I think, makes a good difference in everything, especially with the 24 frames per second visual style and everything. So I think that works. That's me rambling on, but I tried to do a video before the Usual Suspects one about just like a random Blu Ray collection update, which I've got a bunch of them, and it's just like, video went on for too damn long. I didn't feel it was quite as charismatic as it should be, so I just kind of like fizzled that out and just moved on with the Usual Suspects one. So that Blu-ray update one won't show up. Maybe I'll do a truncated version in the future, a little bit more succinct and to the point and less rambly. But let's just say I've got a couple of things over there. Rocky box set, Alien Anthology. I got the Matrix 10th anniversary Blu-ray and everything, Prometheus, various other things. So I've got a nice solid start to things, but as we'll see how it progresses in the near future. There are a couple titles that have my interest coming up in the coming months, but we'll see how things go. But first DVD I bought in a couple months since I got the Blu-ray player was in the 1990s. I liked my late night Saturday night Showtime programming and everything, so I got season 1 of Red Shoe Diaries. Can't help it. I love my late night erotic thriller stuff. So there you be. So watched a little bit of that over the weekend. It almost didn't show up. It got lost in the mail slightly, but I capitalized. I decided hashtag taking back the day. I wasn't going to sit around and sulk and get pissed off. I was going to take action and get my DVD delivered on time. So taking action instead of sitting around on your ass. That's a good idea. So makes for a much better day. It almost ruined my day. So that's all I really got for you guys at this time. That one script, gonna try and find the time to, in between all this other stuff, I'm gonna try to find some time. But like I said, with all the extra hours at work and trying to get at least one video review for you guys done per week, it's gonna be a little harder to do. But next couple weeks it should free up. And side note, I mentioned it a couple months ago or whatnot, or something like that. One of the other video updates that I was working on editing for 1201 Beyond Productions. It came from Beyond Midnight Show, Josh Hadley, from various shows on Jack Loper Radio, internet radio station and everything. And he's really solidifying his brand right now, since there's been a lot of shakeups and changes that are going on. He wants to solidify things, produce new content, and get a lot of the old content reintroduced. So I'll be working on the editing on the last couple of episodes once the time frees up in the next week or two. So I'll be back on top of that. I already got 2 episodes finished, so there's 2 more to go, kind of like 1.5 to go. So we'll see where that shit goes. But you can help links below for everything I mentioned. Just check everything out, and I will catch up to you guys in due time. If you still want me to do the review of the Transformers animated movie, please let me know, because it's like I would like to get done before the new movie comes out. Was just not going to happen. I'm just not going to have that kind of time. And but if you guys still want me to eventually do it, just hit me up below and make me motivated to do it. Because once is like the time has passed to do it, just like it kind of fizzles out for me. So the juice for wanting to get something out at the right time passes. You kind of just like, all right, well, never mind that shit. I'll move on to something else, because there's a whole bunch of other movies I'd love to spotlight for you guys. So only so much time in the day as it is. But anyway, rambling on. Gonna cut this off. See you later. And connect to RavensFilm Productions through social media, the Facebook, Twitter, all that kind of stuff. Links are always below for that stuff. So in every single video, hook up anytime. So catch you later, and take care. Bye bye.